Yes friends, I have another HDR versus video with the KTC M27T6 versus the Koorui S2721PM. One is HVA and the other fast IPS, both with 1152 local dimming zones, with HDR 1000 to 1400 nits in peak power. Now mind you, regardless of my personal choice, from what I can describe and what I can see, these are both amazing monitors. You cannot go wrong, you cannot lose, whichever one you decide to get. These monitors are both under $300. Even lower if you can find it on a sale. A real sale, you know what I'm talking about. And that's what I love doing here on the channel. I love showcasing display technology to help you make that awesome buying decision. But again, everyone is different. Everyone has a preference. And today I'll be describing how I set these up, what you're seeing. Now, like I said on the left, we have an HVA panel with an HDR 1400 rating. You'll be able to see in this video that the monitor on the left is brighter in the peaks. But don't let that fool you. The reason why I said in my other versus video that the KTC was a little bit sloppy, it has to do with the algorithm and the way both of these monitors handle peaks or full screen brightness. These scenes don't lie, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. In certain situations on the KTC, everything is amazing. When there's a really high peak brightness, like some of the lighting fixtures, the brights get really high. But the thing is, sometimes the Koorui is a bit brighter. So that's the algorithm deciding which section of the screen to highlight or to lessen. And the KTC is a little bit all over the place. Again friends, you'll be able to see in this video without me even pointing it out. Just look at them side by side. Both of these monitors are set to standard with the local dimming to keep it even. As if you go higher, it dims the overall picture. And if you go lower, the local dimming doesn't seem to work as nice. I would say standard is the perfect middle ground. But again, you decide what you want when you get these monitors. Your miles may vary. Maybe you want higher peaks, maybe you want a fuller brightness image. It's all up to you. But to keep things fair, they're both on standard. I personally love the overall color power of the IPS technology on the Koorui. Remember, both of these monitors also make 4K versions, and the KTC and Koorui both use fast IPS. It's only here with the Quad HD versions, which I'm showing you today, that the KTC went with HVA, while Koorui still stayed with the fast IPS. I just want to make sure you know that. But in certain scenes here, yes, the peak power of the KTC is amazing. Plus that HVA technology really makes everything pop. It does pop brighter than the Koorui. I would say with these Quad HD versions, if you're really picky about color, get the Koorui. Also noting the technology limits of IPS, even with these many zones, 1152, there's still limitations, unless you go to a higher local dimming setting. But again, you gotta mess around with it, you gotta see which would you prefer. But if you want peak power, single player games would look amazing. And with that HVA technology, yes, the KTC wins all day. That's why the 4K versions are both at HDR 1400. So that's gonna be amazing to unbox the Koorui in 4K, which is coming up very soon. The S272141LM. But yes friends, in HDR mode, which is why you would want these monitors, SDR still looks great, but you'll never get as high as the peaks as in if you're in HDR mode. I personally would prefer the tonality, the color, and I would say the speed of the fast IPS with the Koorui. But again, if you want that amazing peak value, the high peak brightness, that VA technology, that does look very contrasty versus IPS, versus any IPS. And for under $300, you cannot lose. But please look at the side-by-sides throughout this whole video. See the flames, see the lighting fixtures, the saxophone, the DJ table, even the light shining on the boots. Each monitor handles it differently. The Koorui does display, I would say, the peaks and the overall brightness very good. It's toned down, very even-like, while the KTC, from what I'm seeing, and I'm sure you can see too, it's a little bit sloppy, even though it's rated at a way higher brightness. The peaks are amazing, but certain peaks. And sometimes the Koorui overall looks brighter than the KTC. And to me, that's just the way the monitor works. It's the algorithm of what to brighten, what not. And I just wanted to showcase HDR once again on these two amazing monitors. Quad HD Mini LED at under $300, you cannot beat that. Please do not buy any monitor unless it's really lower in price, because these get 1152 local dimming zones, and you can compare that to any monitor without zones, and it's night and day. These are two of the very best monitors on the market for Quad HD Mini LED technology. And once again, I'm showing it here to help you make that awesome buying decision. HDR is king now, and these can both handle it with ease. It's just that it's HVA versus fast IPS. You gotta know what the technology differs. But as you can see here, they both look amazing. Friends, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button so more people can see it to help them make that awesome buying decision. Consider subscribing if you want more videos just like this one. Breaking news, reviews, previews, everything in between, I don't care. I'm going to showcase this technology, thinking outside of the box, and have fun while I'm doing it. Only found here on Victor's Reality. Thanks for watching, friends. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys next time.